We have a new media program that we are introducing this year. I'm so excited about it. So be looking for that, because you'll have access to all this footage so that you don't miss anything, and so that your family and relatives don't miss anything.
VOENA is very excited to be offering a new way of enjoying full-length performances for you, your family, and friends. Starting this September, all VOENA members and families will have access to the new VOENA Archive Media Program. This program allows you to watch full-length VOENA performances on your iPhone, iPad, iTouch, computers, other full media players, and even play on your TV at home. You'll be able to enjoy full performances sooner, as DVDs will be replaced with specially coded VOENA Archive content on YouTube. Later on in this video, we will be showing you how to watch and in some cases load performances on several media devices, and how to get the most out of your new media experience. Imagine being able to watch on an airplane, in the car, sharing it with friends and family. Yes, the world is changing the way we watch programs, and VOENA is changing with it. But now you'll get all the performances, including specially filmed events. You'll also be able to share these performances with your friends and family at no additional charge. This is an exciting time for VOENA and your performer. We look forward to working with all the families in helping you get the most out of your new media experience. Here are the details of our new program. We have created a new account on YouTube called VOENAarchives. This gives you special access to a library of full-length VOENA performances. Therefore, you will not need to buy any DVDs to watch full-length performances again. All of our VOENA archive videos will use a special private code to view. The code will always start with aneov, which is simply VOENA spelled backwards. Then the next part of the code will add the year. Then the next part of the code after that will be the month of the performance. For example, in May, the number would be the number 5. Then last but not least, if there's more than one video done in a month, we simply add 0.2 for the second video, 0.3 for the third video, 0.4 for the fourth video, and so on. Knowing the code will not only make things easier for families to know what the videos are on YouTube, but will also keep it private as well. Sharing videos. We know you're proud of your performer. We are too. The VOENA Archive Media Program is allowing performers to share VOENA archive codes with close friends and family. Just remember that this was set up privately for VOENA members. Please do not share the private codes or links on social media sites like Facebook or Twitter. The original VOENA YouTube channel is still our flagship channel for the general public, and will continue to provide segments of performances to help promote VOENA. Show photos that were available with DVD packages will be available to view and download on Shutterfly.com. Here's how to view performances. You can view VOENA performances by using any media devices that have access to YouTube. Once you are in YouTube, type the word VOENA Archives. This must be all one word with no spaces, as it keeps it private. Then click Search. As this pops up, you'll see the word Channel. If you click on Channel, this will bring up the library of all the videos in VOENA Archives. You can also search a single video by knowing the special private code sequence of the video. In this section, we're going to teach you a few tricks on for basic computers on how to use YouTube. This is not an Apple computer, this is just a Windows-based computer. And so what I'm going to do is go into my Internet Explorer. I'm going to go in here to YouTube. Hopefully it's there. There it is. And so this is just your basic YouTube screen. I'm going to type in VOENA, hitting enter. And here's some VOENA videos. And I'm going to go in here to the actual VOENA YouTube channel and click on that. And that will show our videos right here for recent uploads. And I'm going to go into a change is going to come. Now, as this plays, I'm going to stop it for a second. I'm going to show you one little trick that probably a lot of you know, but maybe many do not. So I'm going to stop it here so I can talk over the video. Right here, if you look on this part right here, right where the pointer is, there's like a little cog. And if I touch the cog, it actually shows right now it's on an auto setting. But if you notice, there's a dot where it will first say auto, then it will say 144p, 240, but you see on 360 right there, that's how good a quality it's loading right now. Well, we load all our videos at 1080 HD. So each time you're doing this, you need to hit this little cog and you need to bring it up to 1080 HD if you want to watch the clarity. So just to give you an example, I'm going to leave it at the 360 and I'm going to make the monitor bigger. As you know, there's 3 sizes to YouTube when you're watching it on the computer. You have the small size, which you're watching. Then you have the next size up, which is this size, okay? And then, of course, you hit this one right here, and you get what they call the full screen. Well, if you look at the full screen, and I don't know if it's coming through on the camera or not, to me, it looks extremely blurry. The quality is not that good. So I'm playing it, and the quality is just not really good. And the reason being is over on the right side here, we're only watching it at 360p. So let's see if we can hit that cog and let's get it to change. So I'm going in here, I'm going to hit that little cog and I'm going to bring it up here to 1080. Now if you look at the bottom, the little cog will start to spin and it will start to try to change the quality. And if you notice now, Annabelle, she's a lot better. She's a lot clearer. So now when I watch the video, she is much clearer in the picture. So now we are actually watching Annabelle the way the video is supposed to be in the full 1080 HD quality. And so hopefully if you can see that through the video. But anyway, that is a trick that you need to use when you're watching YouTube videos, not just VOENA videos. In this segment of the program, I wanted to show you how you could watch VOENA videos on your TV set. We're accessing VOENA programs through YouTube. So any kind of media system that you have that can be hooked into your TV is the best way to do it. That would include products like the Wii, certain Blu-ray players, Xbox 360. The product that we're going to show you today was the one that we found that came out the clearest and the best. This is called Apple TV. It has nothing to do with the actual TV set. The Apple TV is actually a small box. It's about the size of a deck of cards. And this is what they call a streaming service. In other words, it's picking up from your Wi-Fi and it's sending it through the TV set. So I'm going to turn it on. I've got the camera focused on our TV set. And now you can see how this comes up. This is the beginning of Apple TV. And you can go into the actual program. And this is actually on the TV set. This is not a computer monitor. And you can actually run around. And these are the settings that Apple TV has. One of them obviously is YouTube, and that's really important because that's how you're accessing all the VOENA products. There is other products out there like a Roku, but Roku unfortunately does not offer YouTube on their system. So the other reason we liked Apple TV was it was HD compatible. In other words, it goes up to 1080 HD. In fact, I'll show you that right now in the settings. You can go in here to the settings and look at, when you go into the video part here, go down here to the video and look at TV resolution. You can actually set it full time for 1080p HD, 60 Hertz. And so that is a great feature, and that is now offered on YouTube. So you can watch many programs besides VOENA on YouTube in this 1080p HD. So anyway, let's go on in here. We'll go back out we'll go back to the main menu here. And again, they have lots of other programs too, but the main one that we're interested in is the YouTube product. So we're into YouTube. Now I am going to jump here to history because I've already done some VOENA stuff here before, and so I wanted to pull this up. And it actually does a very, very nice job of showing what videos you've been watching and stuff. This video here was a VOENA video called A Change Is Gonna Come. That was one of our little single performances. And this is on our VOENA channel. So let me play that right now. And it is now loading. And there is the video. And as you can see, the quality is quite good for it to be on TV. So I would compare this with our DVDs. Actually, in some cases I would actually say it's better than our DVDs because it is actually HD. Remember, when you have a DVD player, a standard DVD player does not play HD. It's the Blu-rays that play HD. So YouTube has really come on strong, and that's why we're using them as an outlet. Not only cost conscious, but the quality of product is very, very good if you have a streaming service like Apple TV to bring it through the TV like this. Okay, so we'll skip out of this. The other cool thing is when you back out, then it will actually give you a little option, and it says show me more from VOENA. So I can actually go into the VOENA channel just by jumping on that, and now we've got all the VOENA products right here, which is really, really cool. Okay, so VOENA has two stations. We have our flagship station, which is VOENA. This is the one that we make sure we like the performances. They're very, very short. They're for the public in general. And these are the ones that other people see, like Medieval Babes and stuff. And it's kind of like our portfolio, okay? So, but the other one that we have for us is going to be called VOENAarchives. So what we're going to do is I'm just backed out, and now I'm into where an area called search. So now you can hit search, and now what we're going to do is we're actually spell the word VOENAarchives. And so it's V. Now you can go much faster than I can if you have an iPhone or an iPad, because Apple TV will work on this, but I'm old-fashioned. I'm using the remote control. And again, no spaces between archives. So there it is. Okay, so it pulled up right here if you look to the right for VOENAarchives. So now we're going to go over here to the right, and here currently right now we just have the 3 as tests on our VOENAarchives video. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick one of the Christmas ones. So let's go ahead and pick this one. And these again are full-length performances that you can play on your TV set. Again, you can use any streaming service you want, but again, the recommendation that we have for the clarity and stuff is the Apple TV product. So anyway, there it is. There's VOENAarchives. Now, if we go back again, it's going to now say, show me more from VOENAarchives. So we have that, and you can now look at all the ones in the VOENAarchive library to view. So now I'm going to come back out, and that is our review of how to load on your TV set. Again, if you want to load through another source other than Apple TV, through another streaming service, you certainly can do that. Apple TV is not that expensive. It's only $99. You can pick them up at Radio Shack, obviously the Apple Store. Target actually has them. The only thing that you need to add in addition to that is what they call the HDMI cable. That's the cable that hooks from that small little box directly into your TV set. But we've been using the product and we're extremely happy with it. And of course, if you have a Netflix, you can do Netflix. There's all kinds of really cool stuff on here. But the main thing is to watch VOENA videos in as good or better quality than the DVDs that we've provided in the past. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about how to download VOENA videos to tablets. The tablet that we're going to be using today is the iPad. And you'll find it actually works really, really well with VOENA videos because we have actually found a program that can do high definition. The program that we're recommending is a one called Total Downloader. So just write that down, Total, T-O-T-A-L, Downloader. And let me show you, first you just simply go into apps to pull that up. So, you know, all iPads are set up the same way. So if you were to type in a downloader up on the top here, and then you would actually hit enter or search, it would come up with the Total Downloader. They have a free version of it that you can use, or you can actually buy the version. The only difference is on the free version, you're going to have all kinds of pop-ups for advertising and stuff. So I think this one, it's like, I don't know, $3 or something. These things are so darn inexpensive, it's crazy. So my recommendation obviously is to go ahead and purchase it. Then it installs onto your iPad. Then you would simply go. Now we're going to go into the actual applet itself, and you'll end up with this. Now at the bottom, you'll notice there are different little icons. The first one means it's a web browser. So you're just going just like you are a regular computer, and that's what it actually is in now, but we'll come back to that. The next one is when you're loading, it's going to show you how fast the speed is and how much is left to load. The third one is once the video is loaded, that's where it's stored. And then the fourth one is you have the option of creating playlists, so you can play them in whatever order you'd like. So anyway, to get into YouTube, it's just like a regular home computer. You just want to touch up there and then type in YouTube. Now, of course, we got shortcuts up here, but I want to actually do it for you here. So YOUTUBE, and then we have a little .com here as a shortcut. Hit go, and that will bring up YouTube. And then from there, you want to actually search in YouTube. And what you want to do is right here, you want to use this little icon that looks like a magnifying glass. So go ahead and click on that, and now it says, hey, where do you want to search in YouTube? So we're actually going to put in the word VOENAarchives. So VOENA. Now you could put the exact name of the video in here too, but this particular program will actually allow either or. And so there's a little shortcut that I kind of have, but you could type the full thing in. And now we have VOENAarchives. I'm going to touch on the channel, and here are all the videos that VOENA has. And also we'll show you which ones that you've already watched. And in our example, I've already watched that one, but we're going to use that because this is a shorter video and it will load up faster. So anyway, now the video is coming up, and as it comes up to play, there's going to be an icon right here. It says video link found. And so that says if I don't want to load it up, I could hit the X to get out of it, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load this video up because I want to keep it. So I'm going to go ahead and touch that. And as it does, it's going to say, hey, do you want to name it something else? And I'm saying, no, I don't want to name it something else, but you could. So I'm just going to click OK for now. And if you look down at the bottom here where the downloads are, you'll notice that it is actually loading. In fact, it has the number 1 on there. So if I go in here, I can actually see this as it's loading. If you can see that now, it's going right across, racing across. So that's it loads pretty quick. Again, on an iPad, you just have to have Wi-Fi, and once you've loaded the video, it's yours to keep on the system. So you can do whatever you want. You can watch it on an airplane, you can watch it in a car, you can watch it anywhere. So that's the beauty of this system. But I do want to show you one more trick. And so what we're going to do is we're going to clear this out. And so I'm going to just delete this little guy right here, delete it out, because I want to show you one more trick to this. If I go back here, back to my browser, and I touch on this little guy, if you notice, this little cog is coming up. Notice that it's right now at 360. If the highest quality you can be watching on an iPad is 720, even though that we load up at 1080. But remember, the screen is smaller, so the quality is still going to look great. So I'm going to go to 720 HD as a trick. Okay, it's going to take up a little bit more memory, but the quality is going to be wonderful. And now here again pops up that new video link. And this time it's going to load up rather than that standard 360 that was there. It's going to load up faster now at the higher resolution. So I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, I want to do that. I want that higher resolution. So again, it's asking me the name. If I want to change it, I'm saying no, I don't want to change it. And then go ahead and click OK. And here we go again. Here's the new load. And so now here's another secret to make it load up faster. If I just click pause right here, I don't have to be watching this video for it to load up. And actually, when you're on the Wi-Fi, the machine is doing double the work because it's having to show you the video, plus it's having to load it up at the same time. So if I pause it, now it's gonna double its speed on the download. And so that's what's happening right now. As you can see, the numbers are much higher loading up as opposed to it the other way. So anyway, we're going to take a little break here and let this go through the line here. And this is probably going to take maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Okay, the video has loaded up. And so what we're going to do is we're going to actually go in here now to the third button over. And as you can see up on the left side here, it says the word downloads. So we're just going to touch on the word downloads. And here are all the videos that we have that have been downloaded. And the other neat thing about the video VOENA archives is that you don't have to keep all of them on your system. They're going to stay on YouTube for as long as YouTube is running. So you kind of have to think of it as like a cloud, in other words, or a storage. You can load 2 or 3 VOENA videos on your system, and then after you've enjoyed them long enough, you can always delete them off your system because you can always come back and download them again. So it's again a very unique system, the VOENA archive system, and hopefully 10 years down the line, when your performer gets older and wants to look back at what they've accomplished, we'll have all those videos. So that's the whole idea behind the program. Whereas with the DVDs, you could lose a DVD or somebody has it or, something. So anyway, let's just give an example here of what one of the videos will look like. So let's go ahead and pull up. We're going to do Voices of the River here so you can see what the quality is. And once again, this one here is on the system, and I'm going to make it bigger. To make it bigger, you simply hit this little icon here, and poof, there it is. And so it's just they look really good. You can turn it up, you can watch it, and again, this is completely offline. So this is now internal into the system. You could take it in the car, you could take it on an aircraft or wherever, watch it anywhere you want, share it with grandma. But anyway, that's the whole process with the iPad. Please enjoy it because it's really going to add value to the VOENA program. Okay, in this video we're going to be talking about iPhones and iPods. The program that we seem to like the most for downloading VOENA videos onto those two is a product called Download Video Pro. You can get that on your apps. Just go into the App Store, click on that, type that in, and when you do that, it's going to pop up and it's going to show this one here. And this is the app that you're going to want to download. It is kind of orange and it has the word download on it, but it's called Video Download Pro. That's the one that we seem to work best for us. And so now I'm going to actually go over into the app and slide over. And so there it is. There's the icon. I'm touching on the app now. And so this has, at the very bottom, it's very important that this has what they call a browser. Then it has a place for your downloads where it's actually downloading. Then a place where it keeps the videos, and then you can bring those videos over and create an actual playlist. So that's what this has here. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of show you from scratch how to actually find the video. What you can do is the very top, just like using a computer, you can touch this and tell them you want to go to YouTube. Right now I'm just going to use the shortcut, but you just type in YouTube there. When you go into YouTube, it would then open up the general area for YouTube. And then right where this little icon is here, oops, you just press that little icon and it would give you what they call a search. And so what you can do is you can then just put in the word VOENAarchives, V-O-E, and I'm going to get another shortcut, but anyway, you type in the word VOENAarchives, and once again, to keep the privacy for VOENA, you need to use it all in one word. If you do VOENAarchives separately, the words, it won't come up. So that's kind of one of our secrets. So you just want to go ahead and put in VOENAarchives, and it's going to actually bring up search for any videos that have VOENAarchives. I prefer, though, actually going into the channel right here, and then that actually brings up the entire library of the VOENAarchives. So then if you go here, you can take a look and see at all the different videos that we have. And this list is going to grow. It's going to get a lot longer as we go along. So anyway, just to show you an example, what I'm going to do is I wanted to show you the picnic video that VOENA had did this summer. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that. And as we do this, it's going to pull this up. And it's going to say, hey, do you want to save this to memory? And I'm going to say, yep, I want to go ahead and save that to memory. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. So I'm clicking that, and right now it's actually saving it to memory. And we'll take a look at that in just a second. First thing, the trick is, though, to get over there is you want to stop this and pause it. Oops, got to pause it. Sometimes it doesn't want to do that. And then you just click done. And when you click, when you click done, at the very, very bottom, you'll see this number 1 where it says downloads. And so that's actually where it's actually downloading. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that right now. And you can see as it's coming across that it is downloading. And it's going to download pretty quickly. So it really, really doesn't take that much time to do it. Now, once this is downloaded, then what we're going to do is then we're going to go over here to videos, and we're going to take a look and see how it went up. The other nice thing is you can actually rename the video too. Remember, in VOENAarchives we use that special code, that VOENA backwards, and then the year, and then the month. Again, that's kind of our privacy thing for us. But you know, when after you've downloaded something, in fact, we're going to go over there right now. We're going to click on videos, and now we'll pull it up, and there it is right here. So if you want to make a change and rename it, you just simply click on the blue icon. And then it has this. It gives you the options. You can either delete the video, you can rename it, you can even play it out on your TV if you so desire, which I wouldn't recommend because the resolution is really set up for iPhones and iPods. So anyway, that is it. And then once you do that, you can take this wherever you want. It's not using any data whatsoever once you've loaded it. So I would recommend loading these videos at your house when your iPhone is hooked up to the Wi-Fi. In the case of my iPod, I don't have a phone connection or data connection, so I just do it at home, and then I can play it in the car, on an airplane, wherever. So anyway, we wanted to show you how that worked, and it works very, very well. It's a great little thing. Turn it this way, and you've got that full size there, and something to enjoy with you and your family.